Have you ever questioned how certain men maintain their composure, even in high-stress situations? In this regard, Sigma males are unique since they demonstrate extraordinary mental toughness and emotional control. Sigma men are not as prone to rage as alpha or beta men. They have a remarkable capacity to maintain their composure, be strategic, and stay focused, particularly when confronted with adversity or conflict. Sigma males prioritize logic, detachment, and self-control over allowing their egos to dictate their behavior. Their unique strategy makes them intriguing and sometimes frightening in the social environment. In this video, we'll examine 7 uncommon responses that Sigma males exhibit when they're enraged. The answers may surprise you, but they are really strong. 1. They use silence as a weapon. Sigma males don't retaliate when they are treated unfairly or with disrespect. Instead, they employ silence as a tactical tool. This is deliberate, not avoidance. Sigma men remain silent instead of expending energy on emotional outbursts. They don't give the other individual any response, communication, or confirmation. The lack of response says a lot. The offender is compelled to sit with their guilt, confusion, or insecurity, without the solace of knowing where they stand. The ability to withdraw in such a cold, measured manner is a skill of Sigma males. It's not a sign of immaturity. It's all about dominance. They uphold their integrity, maintain their authority, and avoid escalating conflicts, all while sending a clear message. For many, this degree of restraint is alarming. That is precisely the issue. 2. They don't respond immediately. Sigma men are not impulsive. When they are upset, they pause, think, and plan. They don't let their emotions influence their decision-making. They can think logically and evaluate the situation from all perspectives because of this deliberate delay. They are well aware that acting impulsively can have unintended consequences. Consequently, they take a step back and watch rather than yelling or fighting back. They examine the cause of their behavior, its meaning, and the optimal course of action. Sigma guys make better decisions and stay in charge by waiting. This break is not a sign of weakness. It's discipline. 3. They are meticulous in choosing their words. Sigma males are careful communicators, especially when they are furious. They are aware that once words are spoken, they cannot be retracted. As a result, they pause to consider their words rather than speaking from wrath or ego. They consider the long-term effects of their words. They wonder, will this build or destroy? Will it clarify or confuse? Will it represent who I am? Sigma guys send out calm, precise messages that have a greater impact than those who express their feelings emotionally, since they are based on facts rather than feelings. Their ability to manage their emotions helps them form relationships, gain respect, and retain command of their story at all times. 4. Their response is kind. Sigma guys occasionally select a route that is really unforeseen. They are unperturbed by animosity and treat others with gentle kindness. This is strategy rather than naivety. Disrespect is disarmed by kindness. It destabilizes the attacker and frequently causes them to consider their conduct. Sigma men keep their emotional control by not responding emotionally. They don't engage in pointless drama or rage-fueled conflicts. This method enables them to avoid needless arguments and gently remind others that Sigma men operate on a higher plane. You can't touch that. I'm not rattled, and I'm in control are all statements that are similar. 5. They keep their deep anger in check. Sigma males have a strong emotional core, even if they may seem calm on the outside. Their wrath may erupt like a volcano when they are repeatedly provoked. However, they hardly ever allow it to explode. They strive to conquer this darker energy rather than simply trying to ignore it. They see its potential, not only for destruction, but for transformation. But occasionally, Sigma males will unleash this suppressed strength in circumstances such as betrayal, threats to loved ones, or physical danger. Furthermore, it is concentrated and unstoppable when they do it, rather than being messy. That's why a lot of people are afraid to push Sigma males too hard. They're not weak. They have just enough discipline not to flaunt their power unless it is really essential. 6. They are more upfront and straightforward. The value system of a Sigma male prioritizes clarity above disagreement. However, their patience for nonsense wears thin when they are brought to the brink. They talk with unadulterated, unapologetic candor and let down all barriers. They won't shout, but they will slice through deceit, games, and manipulation with surgical accuracy. This directness might surprise some individuals, particularly those accustomed to passive aggressiveness or unclear language. However, for Sigma males, it's all about honesty and getting rid of pretense. They don't mince words. They speak plainly, resolutely, and honestly about what has to be stated, since they are more concerned with resolution than with courtesy at that moment. 7. They utilize their rage as fuel. One of the most potent qualities of Sigma men is this. They allow their rage to motivate them, rather than let it consume them. They use that extreme emotion and turn it into action, rather than moping or going into a rut. They could begin a new endeavor. Perhaps they'll work out at the gym even harder than before. They may at last address a subject they have been delaying. Regardless of what it is, Sigma males transform pain into progress. Turning negativity into personal development is similar to emotional alchemy. They are distinguished by this fact alone. They do more than merely endure their feelings. They become proficient at them and utilize them to advance. Conclusion. Therefore, in your opinion, what do you think? Are you familiar with these reactions, or have you ever observed this conduct in someone you know? Leave a comment to let me know. The way that Sigma males express anger is different from that of the majority of people. Their silence is more potent than screaming, and their serenity is frightening. Their superpower is their self-control. Thank you for viewing. If this video was helpful, please like it and subscribe for more in-depth analyses of the Sigma mindset. On this trip, you are not the only person. You simply walk a path that few people have the courage to take.